using the pen tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom into the image. Let's zoom right in there, so we've got some nice clarity. I'm going to hold down the space bar to navigate, or you can alternatively use the hand tool on the left hand side here. I'm going to start here at his feet, and I'm going to press P for pen, or here it is on the menu, it's the pen tool on the left, and I'm going to begin to navigate around the image, being as quick but as careful as I can in order to extract this nicely from the background. Now those of you that are familiar with the pen tool, you'll know that it takes some practice, but what I generally try to do is keep the nose nice and short, as it allows me to get more accuracy and speed when navigating the images. And I think it's really important to stay just a few pixels inside of the main character. See, I'm staying maybe 3 or 4 pixels in. I mean, again, if it's not quite right, just Control or Command Z to go back. And if need be, keep your finger on the Alt key if it's not using the space bar already. Now the Alt key allows you to change direction, as you can see here, to make sure that the pen tool gives you more accuracy and the curve is going in the right direction. Otherwise, generally speaking, what you get is strange curves. Now let's pay particular attention to the face. Make sure that we're just inside without taking too much off here. If we take off too many pixels from the face, it can generally deform the character, so we have to stay just inside here, more so than on the clothes. Okay, back onto the fabric and onto the arms. Again, when we're dealing with the body shape of the player, it's really important to try and keep the shape, but when working the clothes like the shorts and the jersey, you can be more loose with the paths. And again, when working with a shape like this ball, it's really important to try and get a curve which is as accurate as possible. Let's keep it short and go back if we have any issues. Now remember, to go back one step would be Command or Control J, but to go back multiple steps I hold down Command Alt Z, or alternatively you can go back using the menu. But again, let's keep just within the arms, keeping it as accurate as we can. Back onto the fabric, we can speed up there. Now there are a number of different ways of extracting objects. Some people use the Magic Wand tool or the quick selection, but generally speaking the pen tool is by far the most accurate, as you're able to go back and really home in on getting the right balance. Okay, looking good. And if you do need to go back, you can always select. Again, I'm always prone to the shortcuts, but on the menu here if we hold down the A tool, we get the path selection tool, which allows us to go back and actually select all of the nodes to move the path if we need to. Or we get the direct selection tool, which allows us to manipulate individual nodes or the anchors to get it spot on, which is why I really do love the pen tool, because it is very, very accurate if needed. So let's continue on around the shoe. I mean, generally speaking, you can use the Magic Wand tool when you don't need to be so accurate, and the background generally is flat, one color, like a black or a white or a full color blue or any kind of solid color. But when the background is quite complex, it's always good to resort to an accurate method. Okay, so let's go back up the shorts. And back round the shoe. And let's complete this selection by joining the last node. Now let's hold down Command or Control minus. Zoom right out of the image. Let's bring in our layers panel. And what I'm going to do is hold down V for main selection. Let's choose the pen tool. Let's right click, make a selection. Let's press OK. And let's choose Command or Control J to extract the main selection from the image. So that's Command or Control J to cut the image from the background or duplicate the main selection. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag the main image onto a new canvas. So let's choose the V tool, which is the main selection tool, and I've created a canvas which is approximately, let's get the dimensions up. Okay, so it's 30 by 23 at a resolution of 300, assuming we're doing it for print. So I'm going to drag the basketball player onto this canvas, and there we have step one, our extracted image. In the next lesson, I'm going to bring in the background image, the clouds, and I'm going to show you how to merge the basketball player with the clouds and use the saturation and levels to create some depth.